So one of the big problems with robot vacuum cleaners that a lot of brands are trying to solve this problem is that they get tangled up with hair. And if you're like my household, where I've got 3 ladies in the house with long hair, my roller brush will eventually end up like this, which is an absolute mess. It degrades the cleaning performance, and if you don't clear this out every couple of weeks or so, it will eventually cause a robot vacuum to stop cleaning. But Eufy Clean's got the solution here with the X8 Pro. This model here has a tangle-free roller brush, and what it's using is the auto detangler roller brush and system. So there's a comb inside there, and the style of the bristles mean it doesn't get tangled up, and it can just let those hairs go into the dustbin. And it does have 2 times 4,000 PA suction performance with its twin turbine setup for the motors. And it can remove up to 97% of pet hair from carpets. I'll be testing that out with my cat Vera. She's donated some of her fur for my testing. And we have the hands-free auto empty station here. So what that will do is empty the dustbin from the X9 Pro into this, which does have a 2.5 litre dustbin, and that means you don't have to empty it for up to 60 days. Along with the self-empty station, the X8 Pro, you will find a waterproof pad, cleaning tool, quick start guide, important safety instructions, power cable, and this here is the mop module. Looking at the underside of the X8 Pro now, so both of the wheels can handle climbs of 1.9 centimeters. We have our side sweeper brush, front 360-degree wheel, the 2 charging contact points, and there's sensors here at the front to detect any falls, so it won't end up going down any stairs. Now the key change here is the main roller brush. A tangle-free, active detangling roller brush that it has. Now because of the design of it, which is a V shape and these bristles, combined with this comb here, you see just in the inside, that is going to ensure that it's not going to get tangled up with hair, which is a big problem. I've got a household with 3 ladies in the house, long hair, and all my other robot vacuum cleaners eventually do clog up, like this example here with hair, which is absolutely disgusting, and it, of course, affects the cleaning performance. Now, the design of it means that it's not going to get wrapped up. It's going to detangle easily those hairs and then collect them efficiently, so it won't be a problem at all. Now, because we have great suction performance with this model here, with its twin turbine, the 4,000 PA times 2, it lifts up all the pet hairs with this style of brush too. Up to 97% of hidden pet hair in carpets will be removed. Along the back of the X8 Pro, you will find the 2 charging contact points. So they're here, and that's when it goes back into the self-empty station, it will charge. Now, removing the water tank for the mopping module is very easy. You just press here, and it slots out the back. The pump is built into the water tank, and this is where you do fill it up. And notice that there is a little filter in there too, just to ensure that the little nozzles are not going to get clogged. Those nozzles are located here, here, and here, so they're going to be continually wetting that mop as it is cleaning. The mop's material is microfiber, and it's very easy to clean. So there's just some Velcro there that holds it into place, and the top here, it just slides off like so. And then fitting the mop module, very simple. It just slots into the underside of our X8 Pro. The X8 Pro does have 3 physical buttons along the top here. So we have home, power on and off, and spot clean. So for maintenance, to access the internal filter, which is washable, you just need to lift up the lid here and remove the dustbin. Then just open up the dustbin and 2 little tabs there, pull out the filter, and note that this washable filter is a 2-stage filter. There is a very fine mesh right here to stop it from getting clogged up. Great to see they've done this Eufy Clean. The Eufy Clean X8 Pro does have a built-in speaker, and along the front here it does have a bump sensor. So if it does bump into anything, it will detect that, and there is a rubber strip along the front here to protect the chair legs and table legs or any other furniture it may accidentally bump into. For navigation, it is using AI Map 2.0 technology. So this accurately builds maps of your house, and it can clean and navigate even in the dark. So it's using a combination of the iPath laser mapping from the top there, so using LiDAR, and it's really quick in doing so. And then at the front, it does have another sensor that can detect objects, so it can accurately measure the distance between anything in front of it in its field of view and avoid those. Then the hands-free self-empty station. So this has a capacity of 2.2 liters up to 60 days, and you can adjust the frequency via the application, which I will show you later on in this video. The inlet on our self-empty station is nice and large, so this ensures that nothing's going to get clogged up in there. The hair or debris won't get stuck. The outlet you can see with the vacuum is nice and wide too. These dust bags are self-sealing, so when you do remove them, they seal themselves off so no dust or debris is going to escape, and you can simply just place that in your rubbish bin. Located inside, there is a washable filter, so it is very easy to remove. You just need to wash this with water and then place it back once dry. The included waterproof pad does have 6 adhesive tabs, so you can stick this into place so it will not move, and this is ideal for people that have wooden floors that don't want a wet mop sitting on them. This is our application. It's called Eufy Clean. You can get it on iOS and Android, which I'm running right now. So at first glance, we have our current suction power level, which is at the maximum here, start and stop clean. This is to go back to charge. Tapping here, it'll load up the current map. It'll give me a bit of information on the last clean at the top, the current status, standby, and the battery level. So it's all mapped out, all of the rooms there where I've let the vacuum go, of course, the X8 Pro, and it's very accurate in its mapping. Really good thanks to the laser mapping that does have that eye path. So I can clean per room, set the order to as well with them. Auto mode, zoned cleaning. What I like about the zone cleaning is you can size this down really nice and small for where you want it to go. Maybe on a mat that you think needs another go over, then you can set that and it will go and do that. So you get either one pass or the second pass there for it, and you can go back into your auto mode. So down here, you can tell it to go back home to charge. This is to start and stop, obviously. And then mode. So mode here, that's custom if you want to do a custom clean or general. So suction performance at max is that 4000 PA times 2 with its twin turbine. And then we've got Boost IQ. You can leave this on, and I recommend it. So when it goes over mats or different floor types, it'll increase the suction performance. It'll give you a better clean. Water level, if I currently had the mop attached, which I don't, I'd be able to adjust that there. And when you adjust the vacuuming performance, you hear that? That's a confirmation beep from the machine. So it has AI Map 2.0 tech in this. So it's using their iPath, laser navigation, and it is very accurate, really fast to map. So first, when you get it, it will want to just map out the floor that it is on, and it will do a quick mapping. So what this entails is it will go into each of the rooms, just go into them and then out of them. It will map them, then head back to the base station. That's when you can edit the map or decide how you want to clean. You can do the auto mode, do the whole house. And when I set it on its clean in auto mode, and even on the room mode, it will be the same. It goes all around the edges first, and then it zigzags back and forth, and it gets absolutely everywhere that it can go. And this includes going under beds, around tables and chairs, getting as close as possible. So the clean has been very good around the house. The mopping performance too, for the standard stuff we have in the house, just doing its normal routine, has been good. It maintains the floor looking clean, and the dustbin contents has been full of a lot of stuff. But of course, I'm going to step it up here to my standard clean that I do. So this involves some coffee mixed with a little bit of dirt, and then I set this on 2 tiles, a teaspoon each, and let it dry. I use a hairdryer to really bake it on there. Now, it's a very, very stubborn, unrealistic test, I know, but this is what I do to gauge the cleaning performance. So on the first pass here you can see that the X8 Pro went over it and it left a couple of marks. Now, on the second pass for these more stubborn stains, it did a very good job, and you can see just on the right of the screen, now I'm pointing it out, there's a little area that it did leave. So approximately 97% coverage there, very good. And any specks you do see are just tiny little chips on those white tiles. So the mopping performance, even though it's just dragging behind the mop and it continually wets it too as well, was a lot better than I expected for this style of mopping. And then let's move on, of course, to our suction performance. So twin turbine, this is 4000 PA times 2, very good suction performance. And we have the detangling brush, of course, too, as well with it. So for my test, this is on a mat that I laid out a lot of cat fur on top of it, some long hair too. So my cat Vera, she donated a little bit of fur. She's not quite molting at the moment, but even patting her, you always get a few. So I added all that with some cornflakes, a little bit of dust and some other bits and pieces, and then set it to it. So the sample I'm showing you now is just the first pass that it did. And you can see it did a fantastic job. So the first pass basically got everything. And then the second pass going over it all, well, it just left a couple of specks. Now that cleaning performance there, thanks to the bristles, did a really good job. Now I'm talking this cleaned better than some of the expensive vacuums that I've been testing out that are often well over €1,000. It did a better job thanks to the design of that brush and those bristles and of course the 4000 PA times 2. So looking at the roller, of course, after it went over all of those hairs, this is not normal to have that much hair, of course, on the carpet, there were quite a few, as you can see, stuck on the roller brush. So I set it back to clean the rollers in its detangling mode. So you can run this from the application. Once it's done that, I'll give you a sample of what it sounds like now.
Start roller brush for self-cleaning.
It removed almost every single strand of hair. You can see now me pointing out that there was just one left. That was it. And I imagine most of the times it'll be doing this, you wouldn't have that much hair that it'll be collecting anyway, so it probably will be tangle free. So it did an excellent job, and it just solves that big headache, the problem of these rollers always getting all tangled up. So what about our auto empty station here, which is hands-free? Well, I'll show you now what it's like. So this is the before, so you can see all that fur, the hair, the dust, the cornflakes inside. And now it's going to go back into the base station here. And I'll give you a sample of what it sounds like emptying it, and then I'll show you the result.
Start collecting dust.
So it does sound like just turning on a standard vacuum. It did a really good job, as you can see now I'm showing you, of emptying out that dustbin. It removed everything. There's just a tiny fine little bits of dust I can see on the little plastic cover of the lid. That was it. It removed all of it, which was great. And then the capacity of this is up to 60 days. And it is great that you can set the frequency of how often you want it to auto empty itself. Recapping now, all up, I'm really impressed with its carpet cleaning performance. Lifting up pet hair, long hair, not a problem at all thanks to the 2x4000 PA twin turbine suction performance it does have, the style of the bristles, and then the hairs that were stuck in those bristles. Later on, it pretty much removed 99% of them. There was just one strand of hair that was left in there after it did its thing cleaning it out. Mopping performance, not too bad considering the style of it, that it's not the round spinning mops like the Eufy X9 Pro. I do have a video of that one too in the channel if you're interested in seeing it. But it still does a good job there. And then our hands-free self-emptying station, up to 60 days, 2.5 liters. And as I showed you, it's a self-sealing bag too, so when you remove it, it seals itself up. You're going to get no dust anywhere at all. So thanks a lot for watching my hands-on and tests of eufy Clean's X8 Pro.